Welcome to our channel. If you are here for the first time, consider subscribing to our channel, like the video, and share them with your friends. Please hit the bell icon to get the notifications on our next videos. Thank you. 10 basic facts you should know about your dogs. Don't leave them alone for long periods of time. If you leave your puppy alone for too long, no matter how many toys they have, they can get separation anxiety. A puppy definitely needs companionship, playtime, and pee and poop breaks during the workday, so be sure to plan for that. It's normal for your dog to miss you when you leave. Separation anxiety is different because the response is more extreme. Symptoms of separation anxiety in dogs include barking, whining, howling, or crying. An adult dog can be left alone for up to 4 to 6 hours a day. As a very general rule of thumb, around 10 hours is the top limit, especially as dogs should have the opportunity to relieve themselves every 6 hours. However, this number can vary widely on several factors, such as your dog's training. Play with them enough. Ideally, there would be at least 30 minutes to an hour a day of exercise for most breeds. This can include brisk walks, or an active game of fetch, in the backyard. Those are the basics. Add to that playtime, either indoors, or outside, training, and snuggling on the couch in the evening. Active play helps keep your dog's heart healthy, keeps the joints lubricated, and improves his overall balance and coordination. Mental health. Games with rules force your dog to use his brain, not just his body. This can help keep his mind sharp and focused. Routine play sessions encourage your pets to use all of their cognitive functions, and the more your pet uses their brain, the less destructive and anxious they'll feel. Less playtime also leads to an increase in whining, jumping up, and not coming when called. Scientists are beginning to agree that play is the key to a dog's happiness. Don't punish them the wrong way. Hitting or beating is thought to discourage bad behaviors when applied with the proper force, timing, and redirection. However, pain-based aversive techniques are risky. Studies show that they significantly increase stress, lower dogs' quality of life, and may even increase dog aggression. A dog cannot forgive an abusive owner in the way humans might think of forgiveness, but the dog will also only associate that abusive behavior with the specific circumstances surrounding the abuser. Dogs forgive, but not quite as much as they forget. If you want to apologize to your dog, talk to them calmly and soothingly with a slightly high-pitched voice, the one we tend to use when talking to babies or puppies. You don't have to say sorry, but the words that you usually use to reward your dog when they behave correctly, such as well done or good boy. Take them for a quality walk. Most dogs need to be walked at least once each day, though some dogs, particularly very active dogs, may require more. The breed of dog you have, as well as its level of fitness and age, will also determine how long and how vigorous your walk should be. A walk can make a dog very happy. They love to check out the sights and smells, and will really look forward to spending time with you. Rushing your dog through a walk, without allowing him to stop and sniff and mark, is unkind. A dog that doesn't receive sufficient exercise can easily become bored or destructive. It is your duty as a dog owner to make sure your dog gets the daily exercise that maintains and improves their quality of life. Don't hug your dog tight. Dogs, generally, do not like hugs. While some dogs, especially those trained as therapy dogs, can tolerate it, in general, dogs do not enjoy this interaction. Some absolutely adore cuddles, but most dogs prefer a belly rub or a back scratch to a squeeze. Dogs don't hug with their arms, they hug with their eyes. And it's not creepy whatsoever. This study published in the Science Journal found that staring into your dog's eyes can raise levels of the love hormone, oxytocin, in both owner and pet. Don't let people get in their faces. Much like hugging, dogs tend to dislike it when humans get in their faces. Avoid putting your hands in a dog's face, towering over dogs, and rushing towards them. This is especially important if the dog does not know you well. As an owner, if you need to poke and prod your dog for his own good, like you're cleaning or toothbrushing, go slowly, be gentle, and reward your dog with treats or praises. If your dog exhibits appeasement gestures, shows signs of fear, or acts aggressive, back off. It's always best to be careful and prevent a dog bite. Give them routines and rules. Your dog may not seem like it, but he needs rules. If your dog is acting out, it's probably because you have not taught him the rules. Training is an important part of providing structure in your dog's life. A routine is important because your dog has an internal clock. Try to feed your dog at the same time each day. Establish an exercise routine too, if possible. After a few days of structured rules and routine, you will probably notice that your dog is happier. Routines and rules make your dog's world more predictable and can actually boost his confidence. Avoid strong fragrances. In case you didn't already know it, your dog's sense of smell is about 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than yours. In general, dogs enjoy taking in all types of scents and odors. However, strong fragrances and chemicals can bother dogs and even irritate their noses. As a rule, it's best to avoid directly spraying your dog with anything. If your dog needs a medical spray applied, avoid his face. Better yet, spray the medication on a cloth and apply it to him that way. When you use your own products, perfume, hairspray, air fresheners, cleaners, etc., do so away from your dog, and make sure the product is not toxic. Do not force them into uncomfortable situations. Most of us have experienced it. Your dog puts on the brakes and refuses to go somewhere or do something. Maybe it's the bathtub. Often it's the veterinarian. Sometimes, it's the car, or even a certain street. It might even be a certain person or animal your dog wants to avoid. Most of the time, your dog is refusing because he has a fear or phobia. When you force your dog into a scary situation, you are keeping him in a state of stress. It's actually a technique called flooding that does not always work and can cause more harm than good. A better method is to ease your dog into the situation. Keep him at a safe distance and reward him for staying calm. Gradually increase the dog's exposure to the trigger and reward for non-reaction. If it's the vet he fears, you can take steps to get your dog to love the vet. If the phobia is serious, you may need to get help from a trainer or behaviorist. Being upset. Life has its ups and downs. You can't expect to be happy all the time. However, your dog can sense your emotions because of the close bond you share. If you are going through a period of depression, stress, or grief, it is bound to affect your dog. Some dogs will match your emotions, becoming sad, or even sick. Others will get bored, or frustrated and act out because they are not getting enough attention, exercise, stimulation. Do your best to keep with some sort of routine, and spend time with your dog. Dogs can offer wonderful emotional support. There's a reason dogs are so great in animal-assisted therapy. Go for a walk with your dog, and you might even find yourself feeling better. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Share with your friends who may find this information useful.